You've got holes and you want to mend them. Well, here's a way you can do that. Darning, specifically using a woven technique. It works by creating a woven patch over your hole. You will need a darning needle. This is just a needle that has a larger eye and is more blunt than your regular sewing needle. Some wool that is a similar thickness to the weight of the wool your jumper is knitted in. So maybe this, or you could go a little bit thicker. And then you need something to create tension under the hole. A darning mushroom or embroidery hoop, or even a tennis ball or a orange. I'm going to use the orange to show you don't need any fancy tools. Start by creating tension using whatever method suits you best. Here I'm just securing the orange in place using my scrunchie. This just stops your jumper moving around while you're making your mend. Thread your needle, then come in a few centimetres away from your hole and leave a nice long tail to darn back in later. Start a few knit stitches away from your hole and anchor your yarn by making one small stitch before you cross the hole to create your warp. To create the warp, you simply follow that row of knit stitches and anchor your yarn with a little stitch there too. Repeat the anchor stitch at each side of the hole, making sure your warp threads are parallel to each other. I also like to pick up some stitches from around the hole so the mend won't ladder any more than it already has, rather than just creating a woven patch over the hole, which most people do. It also means some of the colour of the jumper will be included in the visible mend. And then it's just a case of repeating this process until the hole is covered, creating the warp of this weave. We then repeat the process in the opposite direction. Anchor your yarn with a little stitch, and this time we will take our needle under every second warp, creating the weft of this weave. The warp and the weft are just the technical names for the direction the yarn is going in. Don't let that confuse you. The warp is the yellow yarn and the weft is the pink yarn. We continue in parallel lines until we have a woven patch. Now, like me, you might have noticed that this weave is looking a little bit loose. It's just not matching the weight of the jumper very well, so I've decided to go in with a third colour. I could have avoided this by using the chunkier yarn, or by doubling up my yarn at the start when I threaded my needle. But I'm going to see it as a happy accident because I get to add in a third colour. When you're done, turn the garment inside out and darn in all the tails that you left. Again, you are just repeating the same process at the back. You don't have to weave the whole tail in, just enough so the mend is secure. And the result is a beautiful, visible woven mend. What do you guys think? You can also use this technique to try and create a near invisible mend, but bear in mind this is a different structure to the knitwear, so it will always be a different texture, and therefore it will look different. I want to just tell you that I did do another mend on this jumper using another technique called Swiss darning. Let me show you the results. Now this is my favourite type of mending, and I'm going to release a video in the next few weeks showing you how to do it. It's my preferred method over the woven technique, so stay tuned.